Phil Dunphy was everything a TV dad should be. He was optimistic, goofy, supportive, and completely devoted to his family. While other sitcom dads were busy being the butt of jokes or playing the clueless husband, Phil brought something different. He tried magic tricks that usually failed, got way too excited about technology and gadgets, and had a book of life advice called Phil's Osophagy that was actually pretty solid.
And Gilthorpe's colon.
What made Phil special was his vulnerability. He wasn't afraid to cry, admit when he was scared, or show his kids that being emotional doesn't make you weak.
Can people change? Well, that is a tough one, but I would say yes. People can change. That's what I believe, anyway. And I will till the day I die.
You do realize you're proving the exact opposite of your point.
His relationship with Claire was goals. They had their arguments and disagreements, but Phil never stopped trying to impress her or make her laugh. Whether he was recreating their first date or building an elaborate anniversary surprise, his love language was effort. And his physical comedy was top tier. The amount of times Ty Burrell threw himself downstairs, into walls, or off trampolines for a laugh showed his commitment to making Phil unforgettable.
The system's all messed up. It thinks we're in a park. Oh my God, it is a park! Away from the kids!
But not everyone in the Dunphy house stayed lovable as the seasons went on.
Oh, there it is.
Well, there's book smart and then there's street smart.
Yeah, and then there's Luke.
Oh, he's just curious, that's all.
Luke Dunphy started as every parent's nightmare in the best way. He was the kid who put his head through the stair railing, fell off the roof, and accidentally set things on fire. But his chaos came from a place of innocent curiosity and Phil's influence. Little Luke was hilarious because he was genuinely trying, even when everything went sideways. Then puberty hit, and the writers forgot what made him charming.
I am a bathroom Martian. Beep, boop, boop. I am from the nebula of the great toilet. Beep, boop.
Older Luke became a walking stereotype of the dumb teen guy. He was obsessed with girls to a creepy degree, constantly scheming to see women in various states of undress, and treating people's feelings like toys he could pick up and toss aside when he got bored.
Son, yeah, we're kind of tired. Tired of not seeing boobs.
We're gathered here today to join these two in holy matrimony. Do you take him to be your lawfully wedded?
The worst part was watching him toy with emotions, especially Manny's. He'd encourage Manny's crushes just to mock him later, or he'd pursue girls Manny liked just because he could. His schemes went from kid trying to have fun to teenager being selfish and gross. Fans on Reddit consistently call out how Luke's character assassination was one of the show's biggest failures. The writing reduced him to the boys will be boys excuse, and it stopped being funny. One fan wrote, "So, I've just finished the show again. It's my third time rewatching, and I've never realized how much I hate Luke's character development. He was so cute when young, then turned into this weird, somewhat gross man. I don't understand why they do that to characters. He used to be so adorable."
You don't care at all, do you? You're too busy running around with that girl from last night. Yeah, that's right. I know everything.
Even Nolan Gould's acting couldn't save it. While Gould himself seems like a genuinely smart and humble person in real life, his performance as older Luke felt flat and forced. Maybe it was the material he had to work with, or maybe playing a character who kept getting dumber was just impossible to make believable.
Hey, Jennifer Lopez is like 90. Doesn't mean I don't pretend she's my pillow every now and then.
How does he have prospects?
If it makes you feel any better, that one's got a big crush on you.
Either way, Luke went from a fan favorite to someone viewers actively disliked. And that's a shame, because the potential was there for something better. Jay's progression was the complete opposite of that. Jay Pritchett could have been a disaster. When the show started, he was the grumpy old guy married to a much younger woman, making awkward comments about his gay son and struggling to connect with his artsy stepson. He was set up to be the out-of-touch boomer who refused to change. Instead, over 11 seasons, Jay became one of the most emotionally satisfying characters on television.
I know he doesn't want me to talk about it, but he didn't get invited to this big party. Some kids he thought were his friends think he's weird. Now you know me on this, I'm no good at it, you know. I never know what to say.
That's true.
His growth was subtle but powerful. He went from being uncomfortable at Mitchell and Cameron's commitment ceremony to giving a tearful, heartfelt speech at their wedding. He learned to appreciate Manny's sensitivity instead of trying to toughen him up. He softened without losing his edge, and that balance made him feel real. Jay was still the guy who made sarcastic comments and rolled his eyes at Phil's antics, but underneath that tough exterior was someone who genuinely cared.
You're not as romantic
These
as someone.
things peel off on the back, and I've been gluing them.
Why do I even bother? You don't care about this stuff.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, like when you proposed to me, hey, Manny, hand me that thing.
What made Jay's arc work was that it felt earned. The show didn't rush his acceptance or turn him into a completely different person overnight. He made mistakes, faced consequences, and slowly learned to be better.
Oh, the mothers are so young and perky. I hate being the oldest one there.
Well, I, for one, love that you're getting older. It makes me feel closer to you.
So you like it if I get all wrinkly and saggy?
Well, I wouldn't make it a goal.
Okay, I'll wear them.
His relationship with Gloria showed a man willing to step outside his comfort zone for love. His mentorship of Manny, despite their differences, proved he could adapt. And his evolving bond with Mitchell gave us some of the show's most emotional moments.
In fact, you never even called.
I would have called, but I thought it would be better to talk about what's happening here.
Listen, I would love to get this thing behind us. But Gloria would never forgive me if I pulled a fast one on her. That's why you're going to pull a fast one on her, and I'm not going to like it one bit.
Okay, that's just great. No, it's great, so it's all up to me.
I can't hear you because you're back home and I'm taking a nap.
Fans on social media consistently rank Jay as one of the best dads on the show, right up there with Phil, because he represented the kind of growth that actually happens in real families. One fan wrote, "I feel like as much as I love Phil, Jay and Haley are the most realistic characters with the most character development. Love me some Jay, especially his bond with Stella." But while Jay grew more open with every season, Manny grew more insufferable.
I want to tell Brenda Philman I love her.
Oh, for God's sake.
Manny, she's 16.
Oh, it's okay for you to take an order lover?
Hey, watch it.
Manny Delgado was adorable when he was little. He wrote poetry, wore tiny suits, and had this old soul energy that made him stand out. He was mature for his age in a way that felt genuine, navigating his cultural identity while trying to fit into this blended American family. His relationship with Jay was gold because they were complete opposites, learning to appreciate each other. Then, something went terribly wrong.
How do you feel about the hair?
Kind of like it.
Yeah. How do you feel about the fact that Jay is gonna hate it?
I love that.
As Manny got older, the writers turned him into a caricature of pretentious entitlement. He became obsessed with women in ways that felt creepy rather than romantic. His poetry went from sweet to insufferably pompous. He acted like he was God's gift to filmmaking, art, and literature, while showing zero actual talent or self-awareness. Every scene became about his ego, his superiority complex, or his gross pursuit of women who clearly weren't interested.
Hey, Alex, I'll have a 20-ounce iced skinny hazelnut macchiato, sugar-free syrup, double shot of espresso, light ice, not no ice, no whip.
Thank you for meeting with me.
I came as fast as I could.
The worst part was how entitled he became. He expected Gloria to drop everything for him, ignored Jay's advice while still demanding his support, and treated his romantic failures like tragic artistic inspiration rather than natural consequences of his behavior.
And I applied to the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts in London. I could end up there.
Yeah, that's a real possibility.
Fans on Reddit and Twitter have called Manny in later seasons fandom's most hated, for good reason. He went from a character you rooted for to someone you actively wanted off-screen. One fan wrote, "Creep, but also it felt like he was just there in the later seasons, like they didn't know what to do with him." While Manny lost his way, another character kept the family grounded with fierce love.
I am Latin, so I get to feel whatever I want.
Gloria Pritchett was never just Jay's hot wife. Even though the show sometimes leaned into that description, she was passionate, protective, emotional, and unapologetically herself. Her accent and mispronunciations became running jokes, but Gloria was always in on the humor. She knew exactly who she was, and she wasn't changing for anyone. That confidence made her magnetic.
No one knows this, but for the first year of his life, I made up Manny like a girl and told everybody that he was my daughter. But just for a few times.
What fans love most about Gloria is how she balanced fire with genuine care. She'd go full mama bear protecting Manny or defending Jay, but she also had the emotional intelligence to know when to push and when to support. Her friendship with Claire evolved beautifully, going from awkward tension to genuine sisterhood. Their girls' trips and heart-to-hearts showed two very different women learning to appreciate each other's strengths.
Do you tell me that I am?
No fighting in front of the baby. We just made a deal.
Yeah, but that's not fair because I am always in front of the baby.
Gloria, you're as close to perfect as a woman gets. Nothing wrong with one tiny little flaw. Yours is when you start to sing, it sounds like something got stuck in the vacuum cleaner.
That's your job.
Gloria's cultural pride added depth to the show. She never let anyone make her feel small for being Colombian, and she brought traditions, perspective, and authenticity that enriched the family dynamic. Her entrepreneurial spirit, whether starting a salsa business or other ventures, showed she wasn't content being just a homemaker. She had ambitions, talents, and drive that went beyond what people assumed about her.
That's so sad.
I live with 4 teenagers. You live with 2 adults.
No, it's so sad that you come here so often, and that's the best that you can choose.
Sofia Vergara's performance made Gloria feel alive in every scene. Her comedic timing was impeccable, her emotional moments hit hard, and her chemistry with the entire cast elevated everyone around her.
Manny, it's okay.
Over there, on the bike, the white guy that stole my phone.
I don't see anyone.
Yes, he just turned the corner. The phone burglar, he's getting away.
Not this time.
Up there to the left.
Fans consistently rank Gloria as one of their favorites because she represented strength that didn't require toughness. One fan wrote, "She's smart, funny, caring, and hot, of course, but mainly because I can relate so much to her embarrassing moments as an immigrant." But while Gloria held the family together, one guest character did nothing but tear it apart.
35 years we were together, and he couldn't wait 10 minutes to run off with Charles. Oh my goodness, that's a joke. Seriously, I knew they were perfect for each other when I saw his wallet in her boobs.
Dede Pritchett was Claire and Mitchell's mum, Jay's ex-wife, and a walking disaster every time she appeared. The show tried to play her as a free-spirited bohemian with boundary issues, but what came across was a narcissistic, manipulative woman who made everything about herself. She crashed weddings, stirred up old resentments, and treated her kids' emotional needs like inconveniences.
Gloria,
What is she doing here?
what does she mean, what is she doing here? Mitchell told you I'd be here.
Lies.
I couldn't tell her because she wouldn't come. Gloria, my mom wants to apologize for everything.
So you just spring it on Gloria like this? Mitchell, what the hell is wrong with you?
I don't want her apologies.
Who could blame you, honey? Which is why this is a terrible idea by you.
Her jealousy toward Gloria was uncomfortable to watch because it was so petty. Here was a grown woman feeling threatened by her ex-husband's new wife, and instead of dealing with those feelings privately, she acted out in ways that hurt everyone around her. She flirted with Phil to make Jay jealous, sabotaged Claire's confidence, and made Mitchell feel guilty for not prioritizing her above his own family. Every appearance felt like a tornado of drama nobody asked for.
Hi.
Dede.
I'm sorry to barge in. I was visiting Mitch and Cam. There's some tension over there. Well, where's my daughter? I don't hear any cooking or cleaning sounds, so I assume she's home.
What made Dede particularly frustrating was the lack of redemption. Some characters are toxic, but show growth, or at least acknowledge their issues. Dede just kept being Dede, acting like her behavior was quirky rather than harmful. One fan wrote, "One thing that blew me away about Dede is that episode where Mitch and Cam find out that she has been secretly manipulating their decisions for their entire relationship. She is a master manipulator." Thankfully, Mitchell turned out nothing like his mother. Mitchell Pritchett was the uptight, neurotic, sarcastic foil to Cameron's over-the-top drama, and somehow that made him perfect. He was the character who said what the audience was thinking, rolled his eyes at the chaos, and tried desperately to maintain some sense of order in a family that thrived on mayhem. His growth from someone uncomfortable in his own skin to a confident husband and father was beautiful to watch.
Oh
Oh my God, amazing. Yeah. Cam, what is this place?
You got it. Mitchell, I found the diapers. They're over here.
Cameron, guess what I found? Coffins. They sell baby formula and they sell coffins. You can literally buy everything you need from birth to death. Oh my God.
What made Mitchell so relatable was his struggle with seeking approval, especially from Jay. He spent years feeling like he wasn't enough for his dad, that his career, his relationship, his parenting would never measure up.
Finally, it was the moment of truth. Cam, you know, I was thinking that
watching him work through that, set boundaries, and eventually find peace with who he was, gave the character real depth. His wedding to Cam was a huge moment, not just for representation, but for Mitchell's personal journey towards self-acceptance.
Cameron, do you take Mitchell to be your husband?
I do.
Cameron, would you please place this ring on Mitchell's finger?
His dynamic with Cam was comedic gold because they were complete opposites who somehow worked. Mitchell's deadpan delivery played perfectly against Cam's theatrical reactions.
Some stickers.
Oh.
A toothbrush.
Oh.
And $100 bills.
What?
Wow, look at that.
Okay.
I love the tooth fairy.
the tooth fairy gave our daughter $100.
Their parenting struggles felt genuine, from adopting Lily to navigating her teenage years. And Mitchell's journey from being scared to mess up to trusting himself as a dad was heartwarming. He made mistakes, sure, but he always tried to do better. But not every addition to the Tucker-Pritchett household was welcome. Pam Tucker showed up in season 10 as Cameron's estranged sister, fresh out of prison. And almost immediately, fans wished she'd stayed estranged. She was meant to add conflict and show Cam's loyalty to family, but what she actually added was chaos, manipulation, and bad parenting that made viewers uncomfortable. Every scene with Pam felt like filler content nobody wanted. Her whole personality revolved around being intrusive and selfish. She guilt-tripped Cam into letting her stay, disrupted Mitchell and Cam's home, and was a careless parent to her own kid. She'd leave her son with Lily or disappear for hours without explanation, showing zero growth or responsibility despite being given multiple chances. The show tried to give her redemption moments, like bonding with Cam over their past, but it felt unearned because she'd immediately revert to being selfish.
What the hell is he doing here?
Now, Cameron, Bo came back for you and baby Calhoun.
Yeah, just give him a chance, okay?
Oh my gosh, is this him? Is that my boy?
No, this is my car and I have a little tiny driver.
What frustrated fans most was that Pam was a late addition who took screen time from characters we actually cared about. In the final seasons, when the show should have been wrapping up storylines for the core cast, we were stuck watching Cam deal with his toxic sister.
It could be him. That could be him, you guys. It could be him. Yes, that could be him. It could be him. It's not him.
Reddit threads about Pam are brutal, with fans calling her unnecessary and annoying. Even people who loved Cam admitted Pam made his character less enjoyable because she brought out his people-pleasing worst. One fan wrote, "Pam is genuinely the most obnoxious and infuriating character, and I hate that Mitchell rolled over and let her move back in after she got out of prison. I don't ever want to see Pam again. I'm tired of her." Speaking of family members, one of the smallest stole the biggest hearts. Stella the French bulldog was perfect, and there's really no other way to say it. She was Jay's pampered pet, Gloria's rival for affection, and a scene stealer who never said a word. Her lazy, unbothered energy was peak comedy, and watching Jay treat her like royalty while trying to maintain his tough guy image gave us some of the show's sweetest moments.
Bad doggy. You want to chew on something? Okay. Look at this. Look at this delicious manchu. Eat it. Come on. Eat it. Yummy.
What made Stella so beloved was her simplicity. In a show full of complicated relationships and dramatic storylines, Stella just existed and brought joy. Her rivalry with Gloria over Jay's attention was hilarious because Gloria was genuinely jealous of a dog and Stella had no idea she was winning. The sight gags of Stella lounging on furniture, refusing to move, or giving judgy looks were comedic perfection.
I'm coming! Oh, you okay?
Why are you swimming in your clothes?
Because I'm self-conscious about my body.
Fans on social media have called Stella the best character on the show, and while that's partly a joke, there's truth to it. One fan wrote, "I've always wanted more Gloria Stella screen time. I'll never be satisfied with how much I got." But while Stella was universally loved, another young character became increasingly hard to watch. Lily Tucker Pritchett was adorable as a toddler. Her deadpan, "I'm gay" line became iconic, and her sassy comebacks as a little kid were hilarious because they came from this tiny person who seemed wise beyond her years. But as Aubrey Anderson Emmons grew up and Lily became a teenager, something shifted. The sarcasm that worked when she was little started feeling mean, and her constant eye-rolling made her seem ungrateful rather than funny. Teenage Lily was perpetually annoyed by everything. Mitchell and Cam's parenting, family events, basic conversations. Nothing was safe from her dismissive attitude. The show tried to play it as typical teen rebellion, but it came across as bratty and entitled. One fan wrote, "Young Lily all the way. Older Lily's tone is always same, and it always disturbs me. Personally, episodes with young toddler Lily were one of the best. When she said fuck to make Cam laugh, or when she said she's gay. Part of the problem was the writing, which didn't give Lily much depth beyond sarcastic teen, and part was the delivery. Anderson Emmons' monotone performance worked for toddler Lily's one-liners, but felt wooden in emotional scenes.
I think you should do it.
Really, just like that?
Whatever stops you dropping by my sleepovers. You guys are way too focused on me. Plus, I think it'd be fun to have a baby brother.
Oh.
Although
what?
Aren't you guys kind of old to be having a baby?
Her storylines about school troubles or social media never landed because there wasn't enough investment in her character beyond the snark. By the final seasons, many viewers admitted they just wanted less Lily screen time. While Lily's evolution disappointed fans, another character's journey hit even harder because of wasted potential. Alex Dunphy had everything going for her at the start. She was brilliant, driven, and dealing with the very relatable struggle of being the overlooked middle child.
He was 14 years old.
Shut up.
He's my soulmate.
Her rivalry with Haley was funny, her clashes with Luke made sense, and her academic anxiety was something many viewers understood. Early Alex was neurotic but endearing, someone you rooted for even when she was being a know-it-all. Then, somewhere around season 5, Alex became mean. Her intelligence stopped being something she used to help herself and became a weapon she used against everyone else. She belittled Luke constantly, dismissed Phil's feelings, and treated Claire's parenting decisions like they were beneath her. Her smugness grew with every season, and the show never really called her out on it. Instead, it played her condescension as justified because she was the smart one.
Your mind is so brilliant. If you put this much effort into your schoolwork, there is no telling the things.
Why do you have to ruin everything?
I know, she's always talking about my potential.
What frustrated fans most was that Alex's arrogance wasn't backed by growth. Her college storylines showed her struggling, which could have been a humbling arc, but instead, she just got more bitter. Her relationships were inconsistent and poorly developed, and her career path felt rushed in the final season. One fan wrote, "I thought Alex was pretty obnoxious too. I don't know why. Her whole 'I'm better than all of you' was just annoying. Constant condescending and sarcastic remarks. The show wanted us to believe Alex had matured, but her behavior suggested otherwise." Reddit threads about Alex are divided, with some defending her intelligence and others calling her the most annoying Dunphy. But while Alex struggled with emotional intelligence, one character had it in abundance. Claire Dunphy was the organized chaos coordinator, the mum who ran the family like a tight ship, while barely keeping herself from unraveling.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So, you're a first-time candidate. Tell us what got you involved.
It all started with a stop sign. I was concerned about
She was intense, competitive, protective, and absolutely hilarious when things fell apart, despite her best planning. What made Claire special was that she was allowed to be flawed, stressed, and imperfect, while still being a great mum and partner. Her physical comedy was underrated. Julie Bowen threw herself into pratfalls, wine-fueled meltdowns, and stress-induced disasters with commitment that elevated every scene.
And if history was any indication, he wasn't going to be able to hide it.
It's a French-Canadian delicacy called poutine. Well, it looks like vomit, so I'm not poutine it in my mouth.
Her growth from controlling housewife to successful businesswoman running Pritchett's closets was satisfying because it felt earned. She worked for it, dealt with setbacks, and proved she could balance career ambition with family priorities. Her relationships with her kids evolved too. Watching her bond with Haley during pregnancy, support Alex through breakdowns, and try to understand Luke's choices showed a mum who adapted as her kids grew. What fans love most about Claire is that she never pretended to be perfect. She admitted when she was overwhelmed, jealous, scared, or wrong. Her relationship with Phil was goals because they balanced each other, and even when they fought, you knew they were solid. She was the family's glue, the person who made sure everyone showed up for each other, and she did it all while maintaining her sense of humor about the absolute circus she was managing.